Happy Thursday, everybody. My name is Dean.
My name is Tyler, and it's weird to be here on a Thursday.
I know, but we all know that Riot likes to celebrate these American holidays, so they push patches back one day. So it is 13.4, and we got a whole slew of changes here. This is a pretty big size patch.
Yeah. This is my first look on the rundown here, and I see system changes in Relic Shield, Spectral Sickle, Spellthief's Edge, and Steel Shoulder Guards, which is concerning to someone who plays support. And then I also see changes. I know Doran's is getting nerfed. I'd heard about that, and I see Demonic Embrace on this list. So, very interesting items to look forward to. I didn't even look at the champions because the champions are just champions. Although Thresh is on this list.
So yeah, we got some sizable changes here.
Yeah.
Really quick, I wanted to just do this at the beginning because I know we look at skins at the end. The astronaut skins are coming out. I'm not super crazy about them.
No.
And the only reason I'm saying this is because next patch's skins are
Sick.
fucking insane.
Yep.
The Broken Covenant, if you guys haven't seen, great fucking skin line. They're looking sick. The Cho'Gath one is like out of this fucking world. The in-game model, I don't know if you've seen that. It looks like dog shit.
Really?
It looks horrible because Cho'Gath's model is so old.
Right.
I'm
surprised they haven't done like a good, like they did the splash art update, but they never really did a model update in game, right?
No, remember they can only do 2 a year or whatever the fuck they were.
That's getting cut because they're cutting champion design team.
But no problem. We got Misfortune skin coming out, so we'll make a lot of money. Which I think I saw because she's getting a prestige skin too, and if you want to count that as a separate skin, I believe she will have the most skins in the game after this batch comes out.
More than Lux, really?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
but one more thing on this, and I want to point this out. Riven is getting the legendary skin, and I don't know if you've seen her dance.
No.
She does the gritty.
Hey.
So like I got on screen right now. It's pretty sick. I'm like, oh shit, they put it in the game. I'm like, yes, it's a good dance. But yeah, that's next patch. So let's get to this one.
All right. Yeah, there's a. The one I did want to look at that I wanted to mention that is pretty sick looking to me is the Singed one. I like his shield in this astronaut skin. I gotta say.
Right.
I'm a fan, Jerry.
Oh my god. All right. Why don't you start us off here?
Okay. We got first on the champions list, everyone's favorite nine-tailed fox, Ahri. She's getting a base health increase, a base armor increase, and an R cooldown decrease. Interesting, because just a few patches ago, she was like 100% pick ban. And then that went away, and I don't remember why. I don't remember if they changed her a little bit, but she is back up here. Her base health is going up by 20 from 570 to 590. Her base armor is going up by 3 from 18 to 21. And then her ulti cooldown was 140 to 90. It's going to be 130 to 80. So a 10-second decrease at all ranks.
Damn, I didn't realize her level 1 ulti cooldown was 140 seconds. That's pretty long.
It's very long. It's a pretty OP skill, but it's very long.
Sure, and the fact that it gets resets.
Right.
Okay,
kind of
I understand.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. The armor's nice because there is a fair amount of chance that you might play against an AD mid laner, so good to see.
Very good. All right, moving on to Alistar.
Why?
Passive ally heal increased, QAP scaling increased, WAP scaling increased.
Why?
And I think you had an Alistar mid the other day in your game.
Yeah,
AP.
Dude is just blowing people up.
So, passive Triumphant Roar. Ally heal was 6% of Alistar's maximum health. Now it is 7% of Alistar's maximum health. It says, note, this is approximately equal to pre-patch teammate heal values. Pulverize, and once again, my favorite fucking icon in the game. It looks like a penis.
The cow dog.
I know it's his fucking fist like slamming down. But it
Uh,
looks like a dick.
I say that
It's a cow dog,
every
dude.
time. Every time I ever play him, I say that every time.
Dude, come on. Come on, Riot. All right.
Giant purple
Pulverize.
penis. Right there, dude. Sorry. I can't help
Base
myself.
the base is staying the same. It's 60 to 220, but the AP ratio is going up from 70 to 80%. And then the W headbutt, once again, base is staying the same, 55 to 275, but the AP ratio is going from 90% to 100%. I am ready to see top lane Rod of Ages Alistar is my fucking game, dude. Bring back Alistar top. Sure, the extra percent for ally healing is okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're gonna group and fight with this dude.
Team fighting makes it,
Like,
yeah.
this is pretty gross, and I could see like solo lane Alistar coming back.
The game I played was Luden's Alistair, and that
Okay, fair
motherfucker one shots you with the fucking WQ, just like Malphite. It's disgusting.
I mean, the base damage is insane, and then
Right.
100% AP on the W is nuts, dude.
Yeah, it's a nuke and an ability. Like if you're playing any sort of squishy champ, he's gonna get onto you and he's going to blow your cheeks up. And it's not fun.
what does his ult damage reduction get down to, or get, I should say, up to? It's like, is it like 65%
Off
when
the
it's
top of my
level
head,
3?
I don't know.
Let me see, because I mean, like, you wouldn't even, you could just fully go AP, and then as long as you have your ultimate,
You
you're
literally
just tanky as shit.
Yeah, you just build the same way you build AP Malphite.
Okay,
It's literally the same build.
so it goes 55, 65, and then 75% damage reduction. That is fucking.
I was surprised they didn't
brutal.
change that. Like, but yeah, he's just a nuke. Like I don't know, play him bot lane. Just be AP Alistair, AP nuke Alistair bot lane. We'll find out what that looks like when we see the changes to the support items.
Right.
But I don't know what they are, so that may or may not be viable. But hey, we'll get there. Amumu is next on this list. Health growth decreased, armor growth decreased, W% health damage decreased. Yeah, this champion is pretty strong right now. He doesn't have like a glaring weakness at the moment because he just puts out so much damage and allows your team to put out so much damage. Remember last year they came out with the, what was it called? Oh yeah, the durability patch that they've completely annihilated. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we reverting, baby.
Yeah. So, Amumu base stats. His health growth is dropping from 100 to 94. His armor growth is dropping from 4.2 to 4.0. And let's see, his W, the despair, the cry. Magic damage per tick. This is a long one. God, is there a better way to say this without reading out every number? I don't think there is. So, it's 6 to 14 base. That's going to stay the same. Plus 1 to 2% was the old. It's going to be now 1 to 1.6%, plus an additional 0.25% per 100 AP you build of the target's max health. So you're not losing a whole lot. You're really only losing late in it. So it's the same early. It's just decreased late by almost 0.5%, by 0.4%.
It's not that big.
Of the target's max health, not huge.
Considering I think you leveled this up last,
Right.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Right. No,
And
I agree.
I mean, I guess you could. Well, you'll see like in combo with the demonic embrace
Yeah.
nerf. Yeah, it'll that probably hit some more.
More than likely.
All right, moving on to Anivia. Health growth decreased, armor growth decreased. I have not seen this champion. Is this high elo? This must be high elo.
Let's see. It is kind of all right.
This is, what the fuck? I have not seen Anivia in
Same.
like a Summoner's Rift in
Same.
interesting. So health growth was 96, now it's 92, and then armor was 5.2, now it is 4.9. Nothing
Nothing to say there.
nothing to say there.
Cool. All right. Annie is next on the list. Base health decreased, E damage decreased, and R cooldown increased. Okay. Clearly, she's been all over the place since the last patch, and she's been like pretty much permaban in my games. Whether it's me banning him, someone else banning her, I said him, me banning her, someone else banning her, or someone on the other team banning her. She's pretty much not been played or been allowed to be played. So her base health is dropping from 594 to 560, which that's pretty large. 34 health base is pretty large, especially early in the game when auto attacks do a lot more from champions that don't build AD. Her E Molten Shield, the shield retaliation magic damage, is dropping quite a bit in base damage. It's going to keep the same 40% AP ratio, but the old numbers were 30 to 90 base. It's now 25 to 65, so that's huge. And then the ulti Summon Tibbers, the cooldown is going up. It was 120 to 80. It's now 130 to 100 based on rank.
That's pretty fat.
Yeah. Important, though. It needs it. I mean, she's fucking disgusting in her current state, so.
Moving down to Aphelios, passive bonus attack speed increased. Okay. I know we're starting to see him a little bit more in pro play. Is this geared towards pro?
Might
of
be.
course, they don't show... I guess that makes sense that they don't show the with the whatever. I've been starting to see him more, but the bonus passive attack speed was at 7.5 to 45. Now it is 9 to 54. That's pretty thick.
That's pretty chunky.
I think because like Aphelios is a weird champion, and you like as you level up either attack damage, attack speed, or I think it's like armor pen, flat pen.
Yeah.
I think you usually do attack speed last. But I mean that's still that's pretty good.
I think so. I think it's literally like in order of 1, 2, 3 is how you usually do it. So I don't remember which one's which, but one I believe is damage. I think 2 is pen and then 3 is attack speed, but I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played Aphelios.
I just can't wait to see 200 years back in games.
Yeah, I'm really not that good at that champion, so I kind of just avoid him. Like I could play him, but I'm not the greatest. There's too much to manage while managing the game also. All right, Azir is next on the list here. Azir is getting a mana adjustment, a W soldier recharge time increase, an E damage increase, and an R damage increase. So, seeing here, after Kassadin and Ryze received nerfs earlier this year, Azir has become the go-to mid laner in pro play. Imagine that. Which is a throne the Emperor has resided upon comfortably for years. These changes are meant to lower his oppressive play. Okay, so they increase damage, but also increase the recharge. I'm trying to figure out what they're saying. That makes
what
sense.
I think they said is they want to make him more of a burst mage instead of like DPS with the soldiers.
Right. Yeah, that shit's annoying. When you see an Azir, it's like, cool. I can actually play like a melee bot laner because, or like I feel like when you see Azir on your team, it opens up more Nilas and Samiras just on the fact that he can just pump out soldiers and deal a fuck ton of damage because he has so much attack speed. So. Okay. Base mana is dropping by 100. That's fucking huge. From 480 to 380, which is a piss poor mana pool. 480 is decent size, but 380 is tiny. So that's huge. Mana growth, though, is going to go up from 21 to 36. So that's going to even out later, it seems. Looks like that just nerfs him really early, which is good. The W soldier recharge time was 9 to 6 seconds. It's now going to be 10 to 6 seconds. So just a small nerf early again. The E shifting sands, which is what you use for the Shurima shuffle. The magic damage on that was 60 to 180 with a 40% AP ratio. That's going up to 60 to 220 with a 55% AP ratio, so that's huge. And then the ulti Emperor's Divide, which is the wall. The magic damage was 175 to 475 with a 60% ratio.
Holy shit.
It's going up to 200 to 600 with a 75% AP ratio. That dude is going to be blowing up your cheeks.
I mean, it makes sense. They're trying to nerf him early. Obviously with the mana growth is nice. The soldiers, I think, is what you level up second. So that's not too terrible. You're going to feel it at level 1, but once you get past like to like level 8, I think when you have a second, because you max W, I believe has the attack speed passive on it. So you're gonna it'll start to break even there a little bit. You know, you'll feel it.
Right.
The shifting sands is like, I feel like a lot of people forget that like using that and going through someone deals damage, and you get a shield.
Do you still get a shield?
I'm pretty sure you do.
Didn't they take it off at one point, or was it not there originally? I don't remember.
Let's take a look.
Pulling up. Oh,
see,
God,
I'm pretty sure. I'm bringing it up right now. Let's see. Grants himself a shield for 1.5 seconds.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Dashes to the target Sand Soldier, dealing magic to enemies within his path. So, I mean, and then the ulti is just nuts, dude.
Oh, we know the ulti's disgusting.
So, yeah, they want to make him a burst mage. They don't want to make him like a full DPS, which is kind of like, yeah, he just sits back, like you said, with his Sand Soldiers and pokes and just bleh. This will make some pretty flashy moves. That is nuts though.
You know oh my god, go ahead.
I would say the E damage, the base damage alone is nuts.
Right.
At 40 extra.
Right.
And then 15%
typically used
more?
as an escape, so I think that's why they can
They
get away
wanna-
with it.
Okay, I like that. And they want to make you go in and use it more often. And then the ulti 125 base at level 3, and then 15% AP. Jesus Christ.
I didn't realize that like you can't block or dodge the soldier's attacks, and he can still hit while blinded. That's actually disgusting.
Right, I don't think it's counted. It's not actually an auto attack, which is really OP to like Jax or Teemo or
Right. That's probably why he's
trying to
seeing a
think
lot
of
of
another.
pro play too, because there's a lot of Jaxes right now.
Mhm.
So that's actually disgusting. I never even knew that. Jesus Christ, Riot.
It's
Fix
a
your champion.
very OP champion.
Fix the bird god, okay? Thank you. No.
All right.
It's cool. Bring us down to the next one.
Cho'Gath, buffing him just in time for his skin to come out.
Yep.
Did I mention his skin is amazing? It's fucking great.
I don't think you did. Can you run
Literally
that one
looks like
back?
literally looks like a Dark Souls boss. He's like a fucking city. Like, oh man, it's sick. All right. So base stats, armor growth was 4.7. Now it is 5. Q rupture, mana cost going down by 10, 60 to 50. We love lower cost skills. Magic damage. This ability, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, rupture fucking hits like a truck
Yeah.
when you don't have any like AP backing on it.
Seriously.
But the base is okay. The base was 80 to 300 with 100% AP ratio. Now it is 80 to 320 with still keeping the 100% AP ratio. And then Feral Scream, the mana cost was 70 to 110. Now it is 70 to 90. So again, we drop in as we go later. Though I think you level that up late or third.
Okay.
I think you. Oh, it depends. Plus, I haven't seen many Cho'Gaths go like Rod of Ages because I think just going like tank stats you're just stacking HP like
Sure. Right. No, I think that's better.
out the wazoo. But I wouldn't mind seeing some Rod of Ages Cho'Gath.
Rod of Cho'Gath ages. Okay. Okay, let's see. Elise is next on the list, and this is a champion that's seen a lot of pro play, and actually she's a S tier jungler right now too, if you can play her. Q, base damage decreased. Spiderling, base damage decreased. Cool, so this is the Venomous Bite, so I think these are the transformed versions. So the Q Venomous Bite, magic damage is 70 to 210, or that's what it is currently, plus 8%, plus 3% per 100 AP of the target's missing HP. Looks like they're just dropping the base damage here. Yeah, that's right, I just read that, duh. The last part's going to be the same, but the base is 60 to 180, so you're losing 10 early, 30 late. So that's pretty good. Still is an execute, so it's still something to watch out for. I don't think this takes her out of the player's pool for sure. It just brings her down a little bit. And then the R Spider Form, the Spiderling magic damage was 10 to 25 upon reaching levels 1, 6, 11, and 16. It's now going to be 8 to 26 upon reaching those same levels. So I don't understand why they said it's decreased when it's increased at the final level, but it's decreased early. So
I think it's just Riot wordings.
I know.
I don't know.
Again, nobody fucking spell checks these things or proofreads them. So what can you expect, huh?
I will say so far, no spelling issues or any fuck ups. I think I haven't seen anything.
Other than some of these not being bolded when they're supposed to be bolded, but you know
That's true. Yeah, that's wow.
that's
Yeah, like
that's
the Elise
typical.
one
I've come
here
to
is
expect
bold.
that.
We're just kind of cherry picking now. I think.
Right. Yeah,
But
Feral,
whatever.
Feral Scream. They didn't bold the changes on that or Rupture, but you know,
Fuck
just
'em.
be consistent, right? That's all. Be consistent. Consistently shitty. Let's go.
Jarvan the Fourth. W cooldown increased. Shield strength AD scaling decrease. Here we are. nerfing, and I said this the other day, the worst fucking ability in the game. Like I don't. The fact that you activate a shield for it to get like good. Well, they changed it. They added an AD ratio, right?
Right.
So the cooldown was 8 seconds. Now it's 9 seconds, and the shield strength, the base is staying the same, 60 to 140, but the bonus AD ratio is dropped by 10 from 80 to 70% bonus AD. I just don't like that. Like, sure, it probably has a good like, unless you're going like lethality, like one shot Jarvan. If you're gonna go like Bruiser, sure you're gonna have some decent AD stats, but like the fact that you have to like you rely on hitting enemies with the shield to get the extra strength of it is this ability is just dog shit. And
Doggy doo doo.
they should have just kept the cooldown
I agree.
at 8. And
I agree.
maybe I don't know.
You got too much DD Mega doo doo going on over there, dude.
I think he's still pretty good.
I think he's still a solid champion. You know what? I don't know why they made this bonus AD instead of just making it total AD, because I don't think his AD ratios are that high base wise.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So like, why not just make it total AD? Like, make the ability worth it. But okay. Jax, my boy, is next here. He's got a lot going on, so this one may take a minute. Base health increased, health growth increased, EAP ratio adjusted, damage calculation adjusted, R passive on hit damage increased, and bonus armor and magic resist decreased early. All right.
On hit, it was decreased.
Yes.
I think you said increased.
I
think you said
I said increased. It is decreased. You're right. I'm sorry. I had to figure out where that was, where I missed it. Okay. So, base stats were 685. It's going to go down to 665 with his base health. The health growth is going to go from 99 to 100. The E counter strike. Okay. New. Dodging attacks now increases the entire damage of the spell, no longer just the base damage. I didn't realize it only increased the base damage. That's disgusting.
I was I'm a little confused reading that. So like, are we talking about like the scaling?
Yep. So it's going to increase the scaling, I think, as well. So, and let me pull up Jax on the wiki, because this may bring some information here. So,
I mean, overall, you just got to know this is going to do more damage.
Right.
Like that, from that aspect.
So currently on the current patch of 13.3, he could do a minimum magic damage of 55 to 175 plus 100% AP ratio plus 4% of the target's max health. That's the minimum. The maximum was 110 to 350 plus 100% AP and 4% target's max health. So if that helps you. Now, the minimum magic damage is 55 to 175 plus 70% AP plus 4% of target's max health. The max damage, however, is 110 to 350 plus 140% AP plus 8% target's max health. So it's going to do a lot more fucking damage if he has a Baron buff or if you're tankier. Something to think about.
It's like, well, yeah. So
that's per dodge as well, by the way. I don't.
Yeah, I think that's what it's getting at. But that's a lot. It's doubled. So if you're, wow. So it's per.
So I think it stacks 5 times. Yeah.
What is Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what is the like, what does the ability say?
So active
for
Jax,
the dodge aspect, yeah.
Yeah, so let me just read the whole thing. So active Jax enters evasion for 2 seconds, a defensive stance that causes him to dodge all incoming non-turret basic attacks and take 25% reduced damage from all AoE abilities from champions. Counter-Strike can be recasted for 1 second and does so automatically after the duration. Upon the recast, Jax deals magic damage to nearby enemies, with the base damage increased by 20% for each attack dodged, up to 100% increase, and stuns them for 1 second.
So it is 5. You do math there, exactly. 100. But now this is everything.
Exactly.
So again, that makes sense. It's 100%. It's doubled.
Yep.
That's 100%. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. This is nuts. Is this only off? Is it? Because I know obviously you can dodge like minion autos, like Jax jungle. Like if you sit in the middle of raptors and you helicopter dick, it's gonna dodge all that.
I think it's only for champions. But yes, you're right.
I mean,
because it says dodge all non-turret incoming basic attacks. Wait, can he actually dodge minion damage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're getting hit by a jungle creep, you dodge.
Let's
So
see.
if it's working how I think it's gonna work, Jack's jungle clear is gonna be nuts.
Yeah, the only thing I see in here just says Counter Strike will dodge abilities that can trigger on hit effects like Parlay and Mystic Shot, which count towards Counter Strike's increased damage. There are exceptions, however. It doesn't say what the exceptions are.
Fuck it. Let me keep reading. I'm gonna load up a
Yeah.
practice tool and I'll see what it looks like.
Okay, and then his ulti Grandmaster at Arms has a passive on hit damage that was 80 to 160 with a 60% AP ratio. It's not going to be 60 to 160 with a 60% AP ratio, so a little weaker early with the on hit damage. And the bonus armor for the first champion hit was 25 to 65 plus 40% bonus AD. It's now 15 to 65 with the same bonus AD ratio. And then the bonus MR for the first champion hit was 15 to 39 with a 24% bonus AD ratio. It's now 9 to 39 plus 24% bonus AD ratio. This time they did mention that it was decreased early, so they got it right on Jax, but couldn't figure out how to make that work on Elise. Or who was it that I just... Yeah, Elise? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. They don't pay attention to what they're doing. You load it up, or should I move on to...
Yeah, I'm loaded up here, so we got on screen. Let me
He's locked and loaded, boys. He's
I
locked and
never
loaded.
I never know how to fucking use the practice tool
Same.
fucking shit. Hold on, let me fast forward to get jungle creeps to spawn.
I don't know
I'm
what
pretty
practice tool
sure
is.
this works the way I'm thinking. Where the fuck is it? Bear with me, guys.
Oh, I'm Baron. Baron with you. Baron down on you. No, just kidding. Baron.
Hold on, let me run here. Do I want to take... I always like... How the fuck do I teleport? I'm a boomer, guys. This is what you're here to listen to. I'm sorry for the people that are listening. Yeah, but... Okay, here we go. I'm on... So how should I test this? Should I, like... just activate it once so I don't get any dodges? Or... Let me see. So let's see. Let me auto refresh. Cooldowns. There we go. Let me see. Let's see. Let's do some math here. Okay, so that does 122. Dodging, just reactivating. We're not dodging. 131. Okay, it does. It works. It works on jungle creeps.
Okay.
This exactly.
Jungle Yaks, guys. You heard it here first. Jungle Yaks.
I wish it would tell me on the resource bar or something, like how many people, like I'm dodging. I don't know.
Tell you? Oh, yeah, you're right. I see what I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Like, I don't know why they have like a penchant for just not including that shit, but like,
okay.
The more shit
I'm thinking Jack's jungle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that. I'm gonna try that. Nashor's Tooth Rush, Jack's jungle.
Hey, AP is good for him, so.
I know. All right, moving on. Malphite. W cooldown decreased. Armor scaling on W attacks increased. Thunderclap. Love that name. I just clapping cheeks. Cooldown was 12 to 10 seconds. Now it is 10 to 8 seconds. And powered attacks physical damage was 30 to 90. Plus 20% AP, plus 10% armor. It's going to keep the base and the AP ratio, but the armor is going up by 5, so 15% of his armor. And then the cone physical damage was 15 to 55, plus 30% AP, plus 15% armor. It is going to keep the base and AP ratio, but the armor is going up another 5, so it is 20% armor.
Wow. Old Malphite, huh?
As
I like to say, the Amalfi Coast. This man here. Okay.
Let's move on.
The other big one, Maokai. Q damage increased. E cooldown increased. Base damage decreased. AP ratio increased. Slow HP ratio increased. Slow AP ratio decreased. Okay, they're telling you quit building magic damage on this bastard. He's a health tank. So... wow, that's a long one. Okay, Bramble smashed. So the magic damage was 70 to 270, plus 2 to 3% of target's max health, plus 40% AP. That is now going to be 70 to 270, keep the base, 2 to 4% of target's max health, plus 40% AP. Note this nets out at about a 7% damage increase. There you go. Sapling Toss, cooldown from 10 seconds to 14 seconds. Damn, 10's already a long-ass cooldown for this ability, but
Right.
14 is huge. You kind of lose... I mean, I think that's going to push out Maokai Jungle just in that piece right there, because that's such a big piece in helping him clear. Although they did put a lot back into his Q, I still think...
Yeah, I was going to say, and keep in mind, the Q does bonus damage to monsters, jungle creeps.
That is true.
Another percent, and you max that first, so...
Right.
Whew.
It's such a good skill. Magic damage on the Sapling Toss was 55 to 155, plus 5% bonus health, plus 35% AP. It's now 50 to 150, so you're just losing 5 at all levels. And then the AP ratio is going to drop by 10 to 25%. Note that the damage is still doubled when saplings are placed in brush. The brush-empowered sapling slow was 45% plus 0.9% per 100 bonus health, plus 4% per 100 AP. It's now going to be 45% plus 1% per 100 bonus health, and 1% per 100 AP. So
they do not want you building AP on this dude anymore.
Nope. And with the nerfs to Demonic Embrace that we haven't got to yet, I'm sure that's going to tell you that you are building HP, and maybe, and this is a fat maybe, is maybe you go Rod of Ages on him. Maybe, depending on what you're playing against.
But I think if you're playing him top lane, I don't know if going in the jungle, but that just takes
no.
You
can't do it. I think he's done in the jungle with that, dude.
I don't think so. I think the frustrating thing is the saplings are basically wards.
That's true.
And they last a fuck ton. Like, they last so long, because when they're empowered, the time they're in the brush scales with his max HP. So It's like 4 seconds is pretty nutty. But I think, I mean, like, think about it. So I don't know if he's still going Radiant Virtue. I think that might be it. But like, every tank item, and I'm talking about like strictly tank.
Sure.
Not Embrace, Demonic Embrace. That doesn't give any
AP bruiser.
It doesn't give any ability haste, but I think it's not horrible. It's just I think it's fine. I think the Q damage getting buffed is pretty nutty.
But the sapling toss damage is getting just shellacked. I mean,
but again, I don't think that was...
You lose 3% per 100 bonus health.
I just don't think that ability was used for damage. At least for pro play, I'm pretty sure it's literally just to spot people.
Yeah.
I don't think it's... I mean, it sucks when you get burned by it, but...
Sure.
I mean, when we get to... I know what the demonic changes, so when we get to that, maybe you can figure it out.
Okay.
What is then? Orianna. Base armor increased. W mana cost decreased. Okay. Base armor was 17. Now it is 20. W command dissonance was the cost was 70 to 90. Now it is 60 to 80.
Wow. All right.
Oh, here we go. Another buff for a fucking champion that's getting a skin.
Yeah, but no one plays Riven, so I don't feel too bad. Remember when everyone used to play Riven? And then everyone started playing Aatrox and forgot about Riven. So, and I haven't seen a good Riven player in what feels like centuries. You know, what's the Titanic meme? It's been 70 years.
Yep.
So Riven, passive bonus 80 scaling adjusted, now deals 50% of bonus damage to towers, stack resource bar added. So, the passive Runic Blade, the bonus AD was 30 to 60%, levels 1, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18 of her total AD. Now, it's going to be 30 to 60%, but it's going to scale evenly, levels 1 through 18. It's going to scale linearly, meaning she's gaining 1.75% bonus AD per level, as opposed to this wonky number that it was before, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. So, a little more predictable power spike, less of a spike and more of a gradual increase as she levels up.
And remember, for people who don't understand this is her next auto attack after an ability is empowered.
Yes.
And that's what the damage is.
Yes.
So that's why everyone likes to Q auto, and then third Q auto.
Yeah, she's got an innate Spellblade, and then add a Triforce on top of that or something. It's fucking disgusting. So, Runic Blade bonus damage is now applied to towers, but only deals 50% of the increased damage. So that's good. I think
That's OP as shit.
partially. I think it's partially one of the reasons she's not played as often is because she doesn't have any sort of tower presence.
She can kill turrets now.
Right, and like again, like I said, you just stack out with another Sheen item, and you're just murking towers. It's disgusting. And then also check out these stacks. Riven's passive stacks are now shown on a. Wow, let me try that again. Riven's passive stacks are now shown as a resource bar, visible to self only.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I like
that's not really a buff or a nerf. That's just a quality of life change.
Yeah, because otherwise it's literally right on top of your resource bar, and it's just like a small. Oh, you have one. I think that because I think her passive stacks. Well, not in the sense where it stacks damage, but like if you use 3 abilities, you can use your next 3 auto attacks. I just want to make sure.
Right.
I'm thinking of that right. I don't play Riven. Ability, yeah, stacking 3 times. So she can stack 3 auto attacks up.
Right.
That's OP. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
We got
All right.
Samson.
Samira. Passive early movement speed reduced. Our lifesteal effectiveness reduced. Okay. So passive Daredevil Impulse movement speed was 3.5 per stack. Now it is 1 to 4 per stack at levels 1, 6, 11, and 16. All right. So a little nerf early. And then a minor buff late. Not too bad. And then Inferno Trigger lifesteal effectiveness was 66.7%. Now it is 50%.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm okay. She's been kind of taken over as of late, so I'm not mad at this. Next up, Senna. Attack ratio increased, R damage increased, cooldown decreased. Yeah, people haven't seen a whole lot of Senna lately, and that's probably for good reason. With all the different support champions you could play, I think she's too easy to blow up. So, base stats, attack ratio, which is her attack speed per 100% bonus attack speed. Okay, was 0.3. It's now 0.4. So she's going to attack a little more often. I think that has to do with how slow her attack actually works, her animation or whatever. So picking up by 1/10 of a second. Okay. Ulti Dawning Shadow. Physical damage was 250 to 500 plus 100% bonus AD plus 70% AP. Remember, there was a time where you could actually legitimately build support items like Ardent Sensor so you can make use of that, but no one does that, so it doesn't fucking matter. It's going to be 250 to 550, and it's going to be plus 115% bonus AD, still with the 70% AP ratio. And the cooldown on it is going to drop from it was 160 to 120. It's now 140 to 100. So 20 seconds at all levels. That's pretty big.
Some pretty good buffs.
Okay. No, it's not bad at all.
You know what? I'll let you do Thresh because Thresh is your boy.
Threshy! All right. Q damage increased. Cooldown decreased late. W cooldown adjusted. Shield strength decreased. And E damage increased. Damn. Okay, so let me just read their blurb. QEW is Thresh's most popular yet least powerful skill build order. It's currently optimal to max W early and Q late, which is what I do. E is cool. Thresh is at his best when he's throwing out hooks, navigating short-range combat, and overall controlling the battlefield, as opposed to primarily throwing out enhanced shields to his allies. These AP ratio buffs are essentially scaling damage buffs because he gets 1 AP per soul, and these are here to give him some more choice in considering light AP atomization and runes. So Death Sentence, the Q. Magic damage was 100 to 280 plus 80% AP. It's now 100 to 300 plus 90% AP. Oh, we bringing back AP Thresh or what? Cooldown was 19 to 11. It's now 19 to 9. Note, still landing a Death Sentence still reduces its cooldown by 3 seconds. So yeah, if you land it on a champion, I believe. I don't think it works on minions.
I think it's anything.
Is it? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Keep going, I'll look it up.
W, Dark Passage, cooldown 22 to 16 seconds is being decreased to 21 to 17 seconds. So it's just like I said, an adjustment. Okay.
Yeah, it says first enemy hit. So it's
cool.
anything.
Cool. Base shield strength for Dark Passage was 50 to 150. It's now 50 to 130, which I think is fine. The ability isn't necessarily known for the shields, although they help.
Right.
But no one takes the lantern anyways, I guess. So I don't know what to tell you. uh, the E Flay base damage was 75 to 215, and it had a 60% AP ratio. It's now going to be 75 to 235 with a 70% AP ratio. So, like I said, light AP itemization. What are you going to build that has AP in it as a support here? What, like, am I missing something?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless like you're
If you're gonna build
like
staff of flowing
Luden's
water, maybe.
maybe
Like I can see a world where you do that. You drop the shield to get the buff, but like
that's a long cooldown for a shield.
that's what I'm saying. That's kind of not optimal. I mean, he usually has a lot of CDR, but like, what are you building that has AP?
This feels like an ARAM buff. Like
Right.
I'm gonna build Luden's Echo on.
No, you're gonna build Nashor's Tooth on ARAM. Come on, dude, get it right.
Oh yeah, the auto, the on hit. All right.
I don't know what else to say about that. So okay.
Udyr. I'm starting to see a pattern that like Udyr is a balancing nightmare because he's been popping up a lot. And yeah, so let's see. Health growth decreased, base armor decreased, Q on hit damage decreased, R increased slow decreased. Is the increased slow the like empowered slow?
It must be. Because there's not I don't think there's a slow on it normally. It's only when
No, there is.
Is there?
There's a slow on it normally.
Oh, so maybe
So I don't understand what increased slow means.
Let's pull up Udyr on here.
So let's see, health growth 98 to 92, base armor 34 to 31, Q wilding claws, bonus physical damage on hit was 5 to 35 plus 30% bonus AD. It is still 5 to 35, but now 25% bonus AD. And then the R increased slow, we're going to find out what that means. 25 to 40%. Now it is 20 to 35%.
That is the empowered slow.
Got it.
So, yes.
Why is it called increased?
I don't know, but I'm looking at the thing. It's called increased slow on here, too. So, that's
It should just be like empowered. I don't understand.
Dude, they can't proofread this. You think they're going to proofread the actual shit?
Oh my god.
So, you know. Anyways, I guess we can move down to old Vagar, the old black mage here. Q range increased, W range increased. Baleful Strike's getting a 100 range increase from 950 to 1050, and Dark Matter's getting a 50 range increase from 900 to 950. So, he is a champion that wants to slap you from range. So, it is a nice buff for him, even though it's not a damage buff. It's a gameplay buff. So I like it. I'll take it.
All right, moving on to Viego. Q passive damage can now critically strike. R AD scaling increase. So I know I mentioned this the other day. I was wrong. It's not what I thought it was going to be. But
okay.
Here. Shot through the heart. The passive damage from Q on basic attacks can now critically strike. So like when you hit someone with a Q and he like sticks his sword, you do heal, but that auto attack like rip thing can now crit. So they want to incentivize heavy AD crit builds on this dude, and I know we were having a conversation about this because in pro games when he was being seen was like Sunderer and then into Death Dance like bruiser items, and then on the R Heartbreaker, physical damage was 12 to 20% plus 3% per bonus 180 of target's missing health. It is going to keep the same base, but is going to get a 2% increase, 5% per 100 bonus 80 of targets missing health. Yeah, they want you to go full glass cannon, and this dude already fucking hits like a truck. 20% of your bonus of targets missing health is like so fucking gross at max ranks, and then yeah,
he hits like a truck currently, but he's too goddamn durable. So
yeah, I think
okay
it's crazy because like if they're gonna incentivize like. Because realistically, if you want to go crit, you could go... I think people will go Kraken Slayer just for the attack speed, but I think you could go like full lifesteal.
Yeah.
And because since they like buff the shields,
crit, yeah.
I don't know. I think that'd be OP as shit.
Yeah,
I might have to try him again because I used to play a lot of Viego, and he's pretty fun to play.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
He's one of those...
Give you once...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying he's one of those champions that... he can either pop off or just take a shit. So
True.
You,
You
you
gotta
know,
get going.
yeah. I'm trying to think of another champion like that that's currently played. Like Vi's one of those. Like she could pop off or just take a shit too. All right, on to items. First on this list is Demonic Embrace.
Yep.
It says, "Don't gaze into the jungle." Azakana's gaze is now capped at 40 damage per second against monsters. That's actually probably really good. Excuse me. So a small nerf, but just bring down Maokai, Deer, and Mumu's clear speeds in the jungle, so it's not quite so goddamn strong. Okay.
Yeah, they just don't want this. It just makes so much sense.
This item just spun out of control.
I mean, to be fair, it's still gonna be good on Maokai.
Right.
Just the like that's the thing. This item is just so OP for
Right.
tank. Like,
Oh, not just for
You just-
tanks, dude. This item, uh, anybody can build. Like I know they try to make it like more tank friendly, but like if you're playing an AP champion, this item is fucking relevant.
75 AP, 350 health.
Any champion that even builds, that's the other fucking thing too. Because the existence of Rylai's that gives health, Saros that gives health, a number of AP items. I mean, Cosmic
Rod of
Drive,
Ages.
Rod of Ages. Because if you build one of those items that
Morella
gives you some
Nomicon.
health, right? Any one of those items that
Yeah.
gives you health, it's like, okay, well, you might as well build Demonic Embrace, get some extra damage from that health. It's not a whole lot, but like an extra 10, 15 AP is helpful. I mean, that what is a amplifying tome's what, 25? You can
Yeah.
what do you what's I don't remember what the ratio is, but I don't know how much bonus health you need to get 25 AP out of it, but
Well, so it the passive is you gain AP equal to 2% bonus health.
okay. So for 25, would need 5. No, I'm doing my math wrong. What do I need for
Amptone is 20.
Okay,
AP.
Amtone's 20. Okay, so for 20 AP, how much health do I need to build?
Let's see, 5. I'm trying to think. 10, 5. You probably need a little more.
This can't be 2000. What's
No. We're bad at math, guys. Hang
dude,
in.
my brain is just taking a shit. Someone's yelling it at the screen right now, or
You need 1,000 because 2% of
Okay.
500 is 10.
Okay. So Rod of Ages is an easy way to do that. Not
So,
that you have to
one
go
thing-
that, but
Does
I think Ludens gives
the
health too by
champions
Harvester.
does the champions base health, like when they level up, is that considered bonus HP?
No, that's just health
Okay.
growth as base. So that doesn't factor into it, which is good. But let's see, like Night Harvester, that gives you 400 health or 600 health.
Does Night Harvester?
Night Harvester
you're
gives
right.
health, which is weird to me, considering it's like a burst item. But
300.
300, okay. I think Ludens gives health too. Yeah.
Let me see. I don't think that
No,
one
it doesn't.
does.
It gives 600 mana. That's why. Okay. Everfrost gives health, 250, which isn't a ton. Rod of
Shadow
Age-
Flame.
yeah. Dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could build
Every mage item has fucking HP.
if you're building 2 HP items, you might as well fucking build Demonic Embrace
Most mid lane mages, I feel like, can break 3,000 HP easily.
I mean, that's the point I'm getting at. Is the items that exist. There's plenty of ways to break 1,000 health to get an extra 425 gold value in your pocket without having to buy an amp tome. Which is why this item is disgusting and why every mage is building it. It doesn't fucking matter if you're a burst mage or if you're, it's to me, this item is kind of a problem in of itself because of how relevant it is. It doesn't promote build diversity.
Also, I don't understand why we need 2 items in the game that have basically the same effect. Like
I don't get that. either.
Leandries and this, they're literally the same thing.
Right. No, I'm with you 100% on that.
Let me see exactly what the difference is. So 50 and then 6 AP, 4% targets max
Like
health,
Landry's
and
definitely
then
does more to tanks for sure.
causing the okay. So the burn damage on Leandry's has scaling, like AP,
Right.
has a base and then AP scaling, and that's 4% max health. The melee, because it's separated melee and
Sure.
ranged, Demonic Embrace is just a flat 6.4%.
Jeez.
So that max health is greater, but it doesn't have a scaling aspect like
Right, it doesn't scale
Leander's.
how much. Right, right. It's just it. I always think of it as like a baby Landry's, and so like, oh yeah, you're building Landry's. You
They
might as well
just
fucking just build this item too.
they need to get rid of the burn. I don't know. Just get rid of the burn. I don't know what
Sure.
else to say.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's very, like I said, this item. I have a problem with it because it's too relevant. If that makes sense, like I said, doesn't promote any sort of build diversity. And for a game that's always telling us that it wants more diversity, more diversity, more diversity, and then you have this item that's a fucking stand-in in any champion's build.
Yeah, it's like
either
any.
you're lying to me or you're stupid.
It's like
Or you think
any
I'm
champion that's
stupid.
like, oh, I want to build Leandries, but there's probably a better mythic. Oh fuck it, I'll just build demonic second.
Right, right. Oh, you built Ludens? Here, have demonic, and you can get a burn on your burn. You know, ability damage. It counts. Anyways, I think we've shot that thing dead.
But now, yeah, but they're gonna capping it for jungle clear.
It's really good. That's really good. It's going to push down Diana jungle and stuff like that. So cool.
All right.
D-shield.
Doran Shield. Base health regen is going down. It was 6 health per 5 seconds. Now it is 4 health per 5 seconds.
It's good. That's good.
Very, very simple.
All right. There's a whole list of support item adjustments, and they're all kind of similar, so I can actually run through these pretty quickly. The reasoning I'll read is, since the durability update, range supports have reigned supreme, and melee supports have had to rely much more on finding early lane kills. Our goal with these changes is to even out the power of the two classes alongside the champion-specific buffs from 13.3 by more closely syncing the time supports get their ward upgrades and improving the balance of health regen and spell spamming in lane. Okay, Relic Shield, base health regen goes up from 25 to 50%. Targon's Buckler, base health regen from 50% to 75%. Spectral Sickle, charge generation time was 10 seconds, it's now 12 seconds. Same thing with the upgrade, Harrowing Crescent, 10 to 12. Similar with Spell Thieves and Frostfang, you're going to see a 10 to 12 second charge generation time. However, in addition, the bonus mana regen on Spell Thieves was 50%. It's now going to be 25%. That's fucking huge, by the way. That's a whole fairy charm. So my technique of playing an enchanter and buying Spell Thieves and on first base trying to get 2 fairy charms so I can spam abilities becomes a lot more difficult. I need a 3rd fairy charm now. Frostfang is from 75% bonus mana regen to 50%. Shard of True Ice, which is the fully upgraded form, bonus mana regen was 115%. It's now only going to be 100%. Steel Shoulder Guard is going to get the same treatment as the Relic Shield counterpart, and the base health regen is 25%. It's going to go up to 50%, and same with Rune Steel Spalders from 50% to 75%. So hopefully you guys get that. Relic and Targons are getting the same base health regen buff, and Spectral and Spell Thieves is going to get the charge generation debuff. Spell Thieves or the mage item is going to get a mana debuff, is kind of how that wraps up.
They just want to bring melee tanks
Into the
back
game.
into supports.
AP Alistair support, here we go.
I don't think they're killing
No,
the like ranged.
no.
It's
They're just hurting it.
okay, just a little bit. They want to get more diversity back in. Plus, they buffed all those melee tanks in the last patch.
Yep.
So I expect to see that.
They buffed
That
all
might
those
be
tanks and they're still not quite viable. That's the sad part. They're still not quite as viable as they should be. Like, you still see Janna as a S tier support.
Yeah, I think this will be good. It might. I'd be curious, like how good sustain is now with extra health regen.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Pair that with
All right,
Alistair's heal buff. Actually, Alistair's support might actually be pretty good. Thinking about it. Anyway,
It'll be
sorry.
pretty good. No, you're fine. Runes, magical footwear. So this is just a pro nerf because I've never done this in my entire fucking life. Magical footwear will now only sell for 30% of the value of boots, 90 gold. Normal boots and tier 2 boots sell value is unchanged.
Huh.
So apparently pros would be taking magical footwear and then just selling it because I think prior it was like 90% gold
Yeah.
value when you
Yeah,
sold
yeah.
it. Like, this doesn't apply. I've never done that.
Neither have I. Actually, I like this item because it's a slightly better form of regular boots. It's better than
Right,
paper
you get
bags.
10 movement speed, right? Extra.
Right, you just have to wait. You either get takedowns or wait.
Okay.
And you get free paper bags that are better than paper bags. They're plastic bags. You want to do the next one too?
Yeah, treasure hunter. Gold per stack was 70 plus 20 per bounty, so that came out to 550 gold. They're nerfing it. Is 50 plus 20 per bounty stack, now 450 gold total.
I literally only use this rune on ARAM.
I don't know. I think this is, if any marksman, just
Yeah, I see it, but
It's-
like,
it replaced what was the one that gave Omnivamp or whatever.
Yeah.
That Ravenous Hunter. Everyone
yeah,
took that.
right?
This is just a very generic, like,
It's kinda
oh,
boring.
here, you'll probably eventually, get a kill or an assist on everyone on the enemy team.
No, it's
But-
really good on ARAM just because it helps you snowball that snowball-y game type. But like, personally, oh, go ahead.
Well, say, I mean, this is just a nerf to, like, ADCs, because, like, in that row, you have this,
ADCs and
you
assassins.
have Ultimate Hunter, and then you have the out of combat movement speed one.
And Ingenious
then you-
Hunter, which is like my
Yeah.
favorite. That's the least used, but it's so fucking good if you're
See,
gonna
like,
have a lot of
the
actives or
Three
item
of
cooldowns.
them, aside if you're playing, like, Ashe or something, maybe Ashe would take Ultimate Hunter,
Oh, for
but,
sure.
like, 3 of those, you're not going to take on, like, a marksman. That's why I think it's just a marksman hit.
And see,
So it's like,
when it comes to, and this is like the trade-offs, right? Like if you're a marksman and you think you're probably going to be building GA that game, and you're not going to build Kraken Slayer, you're going to build one of the other 2 items, I find Ingenious to be just that much better. You just get those item cooldowns a little bit sooner, I think is fucking huge, but it's a often not taken rune, and I think it's undervalued for what it is, but I think maybe some of the other stuff might be a little overvalued as well. You know what I mean? The like Ultimate Hunter's pretty fucking nice, especially if we have a champion with a long ass ulti cooldown.
but see, the thing is like, you got to get 5 stacks, and you're probably not going to come in contact with, like, the other members
for
of
sure.
the team for
For
20
sure.
minutes. Sure, you could say the same thing about the gold, but, like, you're getting the gold. You can get, 70 and then 160, because it's 70 and then plus 70 and 90, so 160. You could get 160 extra gold if you kill your lane opponents, like that. Plus,
true.
yeah, I don't know.
It's all dependent on how you want to play, though, right? Like Treasure Hunter is definitely an early game rune.
See, I'd rather take, like, if I'm playing a jungler, like, if I play Vi, I'll probably take the out of combat movement speed one, just to
Right.
get around the map a little bit quicker. Or
Right.
maybe Ultimate Hunter. That's good.
I like taking out of combat movement speed with Zillion.
So yeah, okay, no big deal.
All right, tell me about all these jungle adjustments, jungle guy.
Oh, I'm quitting jungle, dude. I'm sick. This is sick.
You sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Yeah. So let's see. Rift Herald leash range was 1100. Now it is 1200. And then a new part on this: Shelly ain't soft. Rift Herald no longer has a soft reset state and will hard reset when its patient runs out, immediately running back to its original position. Okay. Gromp and Lord Gromp. I remember his full fucking name. Lord Gromp.
Grompulus.
Yep. Base health was 2200. Now it is 2050. Okay, no big deal. And then the sustain, the base health from monster kills, the large monster kills, was 25. Now it's 30. And I do believe that has a scaling. I think that scales. Maybe not. Maybe I'm smoking crack or something. Let me see what this says. Early sustain in the jungle could be available, so we're bringing it up just a tad. Remember, this is multiplied by up to 2 1/4 based on missing health. Okay.
Wait.
It's going to be a little bit better.
So, do you remember Gromp's full name?
Sir, it's like Lord. Is it Lord Grompulus? I don't know the rest of it.
Lord Grompulus Kevin Ribbiton of Croaksworth.
Kevin.
I know Kevin. That's the one that gets me every time. Sorry, I just had to look it up. I'm like, dude, I remember his name is
insane.
funny as shit. Okay. Anyways.
And then last jungle change here. Jungle companion damage. And here we go. Bear with me. 16 plus 10% bonus AD, 15% AP, 10 bonus armor and magic resist, 3% bonus health, true damage, and now it is 16 plus 10% bonus AD, now only 12% AP. They are really hitting these AP junglers. And then everything else is the same. So
Okay.
the AP ratio is dropping a hair.
Okay.
That's they're really like,
Yeah.
okay.
Fuck it.
Yeah, and then that's it. Yeah, that's it for.
All right. Kill experience. Early game League of Legends has become very snowbally. We're paring down early leads from kills so that when someone gets ahead early into a game, they don't get so far ahead so fast. Okay. Level 1. Kill experience is 42 XP, which is 15% of level. That's going to remain unchanged. Okay, hold on. I was like reading this, like, what the fuck? So, yeah, if you get a kill at level 1, you get 42 XP. It's 15% of the level. Great. At level 2, you get 114 XP. That's going to stay the same as well. It's 30% of the level. At level 3 is where the changes kick in. It was 186 XP for the kill, per kill, which is 39% of the level. It's now going to be 144%, which is 30% of the level. Or not 140, it's going to be 144 XP. I said percent. I'm sorry. Level 4 was 258. It's now going to be 174. At level 5, you got 330. It's now 204. So those are all 30% of the level. Level 6 was 402. It's now 234. It's also 30% as opposed to the 52% that it was. So that's fucking huge, actually. I didn't realize you got that much XP from killing 50% of your entire level from getting a kill at level 6. That's actually fucking nuts. And then it would drop a little bit at level 7. It was 434. It's now going to be 308, which is 35% of the level. At level 8, it was 500 XP. It's now 392. At level 9, it was 515. It's now 486, which is actually closer than the rest. And at level 10, it's going to even out at 590 XP per kill, which is 50% of that level. Obviously, as you level higher than that, that's not going to carry, but the 590 XP is where it's going to cap off, and cool. Yeah, people aren't gonna.
This is very interesting because I never knew what the numbers were.
Neither did I. And I think was it the other day we were playing and you were wondering how this guy was 2 levels up on you? And he had, I think, 2 kills and 2 assists or something like that.
There you go.
And that it makes a lot of fucking sense. You're like, how the fuck's he 2? I think he was 6 and you were 4. You're like, how the fuck did that happen? That makes
this is
a lot more fucking sense.
Should be useful information for a lot of people.
Yep.
Like, this is like hidden things in the game that no one necessarily knows.
No one talks about.
Right. This is
Everyone
big.
talks about gold. No one talks about XP. Unless
it's like,
you're a jungler.
It's just weird. Like, some of the percentages are just kind of like, they almost seem random. Like, it goes 39%, 44%, 49%. Like, it just kind of dips down. But like, what they're changing
49,
it to
51, 48. Like, why?
But now it's a flat like 30 levels 1 through 6, and then it just goes up by 5%, 7, 8, 9, and then 10.
Makes a lot more sense.
So it makes a lot more sense. So if you're dying now, it doesn't seem like you're going to be behind that much.
As bad. Obviously, gold still exists, and if you're giving up gold, then it is what it is. But farming champions is still viable because if they give you 590 XP, even if the champion is 1 in 7, and you're still only level 13, like, you can use the extra almost 600 XP. It's worth it. It's worth it to go kill that stupid idiot Yoni who's 1 in 9, trying to split push top lane.
Do finish up here because this applies
more
to
XP.
it too.
Comeback kill experience. So if you guys didn't know, when you kill a champion that has that's a higher level than you, you get bonus XP. It's like a comeback mechanic. So it says here, especially in the jungle, kills could quickly swing players back into parity with opponents who are substantially ahead from other actions. Comeback mechanics in League are built to get you within a fighting chance of the opponent, but the comeback system on kills brought you up to their level. This shouldn't be a major shift to leveling in League, but it should mean level leads are a little bit stickier. So, the catch-up kill XP gained was 16% per level difference between you and the champion killed. Now it's going to be 20% per level difference beyond the first between you and the champion killed. So that means if you are level 10 and they are level 11, you're not going to get any bonus XP. But If they're level 12, you get 20% bonus XP. So you get more. If they're way fucking higher, you get more. But if they're just barely higher, it's not a huge difference. Like, early levels make bigger differences. Obviously, fucking level 6 versus level 5 is a huge fucking difference because you have a whole other ability. But that's why I wanted to use level 10 as like a base idea to kind of bring that in.
No, it makes sense. I mean, it's like another reward. If you kill the super fed high level enemy, you're gonna get the extra XP.
Right.
Probably have a bounty, whatever the fuck else is stacking on top of that. So okay.
Yeah, that level 15 Darius, when your support gets an assist at level 9, like it means a lot. Like, I don't know how else to put that, but like it's the most common thing I can think of. Let's see. Oh, party chat. /P, guys. /party /PT. You get your own party chat. So if you're in a pre-made, talk to your party via chat and not have to talk to your team. So it's just an extra little bonus. I don't think we use that because we usually play on Discord, so it doesn't make a difference to me, but okay.
Behavioral systems. This one's decent. You can now mute self.
Let's go!
I don't know if I like the fact that it says mute self will prevent you from using text chat as well as notify other players you have muted yourself. So does that mean the enemy team sees it? It doesn't say your teammate.
It doesn't.
I'm assuming it's kind of like how when you say like a banned word, and it mutes you and it tells the whole fucking game like, oh, this player has been muted for saying like a whatever word. So this is interesting. I don't know how I'd feel about like telling people like I'm self-muting. I might get trolled for that.
I see a world where that exists though, because sometimes you have players that like just refuse to communicate or whatever, and then you look at it, you're like, maybe they're chat banned. Maybe that's why they're not typing or reacting to the chat or anything, like, maybe it's all off, or you know what I mean? And so you wonder sometimes when they're doing shit and they're banned. So it is kind of nice to be like, yeah, this person's not banned, they just muted themselves. Like, okay. But I mean, the reason they put it here, and in the little blurb they say that like players, and I have not seen this shit, players were using the chat ban function to mute themselves, so they don't say any more.
I heard about that a few times.
Yeah, that seems pretty niche to me, but okay. I mean, you face more punishment with that anyway, so like I don't. That's a risky situation.
There was a whole issue with Nightblue putting in a word. Ugh. Like, I think he said, I don't want to say he said bitch, that guy, dude. But it was, in his defense, I don't like him that much either, but he like said it was a word, and then it turned out there was a woman. We don't really have to get into this, but it turned out there was a woman in the game, and like he didn't even know. He said a word that offended her, whatever. But that's what he was going for, was the self-mute. But
right.
Yeah, I haven't even seen. I've seen people say some really fucked up things, or like say some terrible words, and I don't see that happen.
And I've seen people say innocuous shit and get muted. Right. So okay.
Whatever, Riot. Empty promises.
We'll competitive changes.
Yeah, this one. This is what I was talking to.
Yeah,
go for it.
Go for it. Tell me about it.
So yeah, ranked. You're a little too late on this, right? I'm not playing ranked anymore. So basically it says LP win and loss amount when your visible rank approximately matches your MMR from 15 to 22. All gain and loss values are increased across the board. A duo in a match has more of an advantage over the solo players in their match than they should right now. So we're making a change which should result in them being put in games with higher skilled players on both sides.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, fucking right. It's always higher on the other side and lower on my side.
So
every time.
It is not worth to duo.
That's basically what they're saying. It
says slightly increase the skill rating in matchmaking for duo players. I mean, okay, let's think about this for a second. Like, obviously, it's more fun. Maybe I think are they just trying to incentivize people to play flex more if they want to play with like a duo or whatever? Like, maybe. Why at this point? Why don't they literally need to get rid of duo queue? Just make it solo.
Yeah.
Because. So you're telling me I'm gonna be you have
a tougher game.
That's why would you do that?
Yep.
Why would I want to make the game any harder for me?
I don't know.
This is
It's
actually
already hard as
stupid.
it is, so.
I calling it right now. They're gonna fucking revert this. I hope.
Let's
Whatever.
see. Anything in the bugs here?
Oh, there's a fucking mile and a half for Aurelion Soul.
Is there really?
You go all the way to the bottom.
Oh.
Because everything is like just generic things. But then Asol has his own fucking section.
Did they fix
I don't
the
think we need to go.
Mordekaiser? Yeah, they did. Singularity's damage over time will now be properly removed, regardless of which dimension the target is in.
Okay, there you go. That's all we need to know.
That's all I want to know about, because that was on the episode that you guys hopefully heard yesterday. Cool. I don't think there's anything else there. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, I got nothing else.
No, that's it, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. As always, like, comment, subscribe, rate, whatever, wherever you're listening or watching right now. Go ahead and, if you like the video episode, give it a thumbs up. Let us know. It'd be dope. Hit the link tree in the description of wherever you are listening right now. Come join our Discord. Let's play some games. Yeah, we want to play with people. Like I said in the previous episode, this game is dog shit right now, and I don't like playing without friends.
Right.
It's not fun. But yeah, that is it, guys. We will see you tomorrow for champ review. I think we have 2 like full on reworked champions coming.
Let's see. Last one was Vlad and Zin, which means we got Galio and Urgot.
Yep. Okay, so 2 full on.
Yep.
Mega reworks. So sick. It'll be a good episode, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like the video and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Click right here to see the previous episode of the According to Low Elo podcast. Click right here to see the most recent gameplay video. Thanks again.